Hello guys, welcome back to the next video. And in this video we will be doing the MCQ on metal cutting part 2, and this is important for RTO MBA examination. Now the 31st question we are going to discuss. So the automobile gears are generally manufactured by. So we have the gears are manufactured by hogging process. So here is the hobbing process. This tool is known as hobber, and this is how the gear is generated by means of hobbing process. Although rolling and extrusion are also used for manufacturing of gears, but the question is asking about commonly used process is hobbing process. Now the next question 32. In case of shaper, for finish machining, the practice is used to option A, maximum feed at high speed, maximum feed at low speed, minimum feed at slow speed, minimum feed at high speed. And the correct answer is D, minimum speed at high speed. So in case of shaper, for finish machining, the practice is used to minimum feed at high speed. Next question. In which milling operation is the surface finish better? So there are two types of milling. First is up milling, also known as conventional milling, and second is down milling. So in up milling, the surface finish is not that better as compared to down milling. So the correct answer is down milling, because in up, as you can see here, in up milling the direction of tool travel is opposite to the direction of the workpiece, and that's why there is a lot of friction, and the surface finish that we get is very rough. But in down milling, as the tool cutting tool direction is same as that of a workpiece direction, the surface finish we get is good as compared to up milling. So up milling is mostly used for rough cutting operations, down milling is used for finishing operations. Tool wear rate is more as the direction of the rotary cutter is against the feed. Tool wear rate is less as the direction of cutter is in the same direction as that of a feed. Right, so the correct answer is down milling. So this question was asked in SSC JEE 2013 examination, very important with respect to your RTO examination. Now the next question number 34. The tool material which has high heat and wear resistance is. So basically tool are made of various alloying materials, and those alloying materials are added to the tool to control its strength, hardness, ductility and various other properties. And for high heat and wear resistance, we use cemented carbide. Cemented carbide is mixed with the tool, and thus it increases the property of heat and wear resistance. So cemented carbide are formed by bonding the hard heat resistant particle together with a metal, usually cobalt. Right. So the next question. The binding material used in cemented carbide tool is. So yeah, as we discussed previously, cobalt is the binding material we used in cemented carbide tools. So correct answer is B, cobalt. So this is also very important question asked in SSC JEE 2014 examination. Now the next question. Taylor's correction between the cutting speed and the tool life is given by. So this is also very important question, and it is directly given by the formula V t raised to n is equals to constant, right? So the correct answer is B. Now question number 37. The only angle on which the strength of the tool depends is. Now the strength of the tool depends on the lip angle, as we discussed earlier. So as this is the workpiece, and this is the tool, cutting tool. So this angle is basically lip angle. So if the lip angle is small, like this, the lip angle is small, then the strength of the tool is low, and if the lip angle is high, strength of the tool is high. So strength of the tool depends on lip angle, right? Next question. So as you can see here, this is the lip angle, and on this lip angle your strength depends. Now the next question, the relationship between tool life and cutting speed is expressed as when n and c are constant. So as we discussed previously, the correct answer is A. This is the correct answer here is not A, C. This is V t raised to n is equals to constant, which is Taylor's tool life equation. Now the next question, crater wear takes place in a single point cutting tool at. So once again, this is the repeated question. We already saw this question for a crater wear. It takes place on a face. So what is basically crater wear is, this is your tool, and at this point on the face, this is the face of the tool, this is flank. So on the face of the tool, the material gets stick to the workpiece because of your heat, and high speed, of tool. Because of heat and high speed of the tool, this kind of wear takes place, and that wear known as crater wear, and crater wear takes place in a single point cutting tool at the face. Remember this question, very important. Now so here it is, this portion is known as crater wear, and at the flank it is known as flank wear. So the next question number 40, tool in case of ultrasonic machining is made of. So in case of ultrasonic machining, the tool is brass or copper. Remember this question. This is factual question. You have to remember this question because it doesn't have any concept as such. You have to remember this, brass or copper. Now the next question, high speed steel should have, so high wear resistance, hardness, toughness. So the correct answer is high speed steel should have wear resistance and hardness. As we have discussed earlier, it should have wear resistance, hardness. This is basically hot hardness, right? It doesn't necessarily have toughness, but it should have wear resistance and hardness. Okay. Now question number 42, and this is very important question, guys. Focus here. 1841 high speed steel contains. Now 1841 high speed. Basically what this 18 indicates, 4 indicates and 1 indicates. We have to understand this, and that's how you can determine the answer here. So the correct answer is 0.7% carbon. Answer is D. How? Here we can see here 1841 HSS contains 18% vanadium, 4% chromium, 1% 18% tungsten, 4% chromium, 1% vanadium, 0.7% carbon. So this is what the question is asking, and the correct answer is D. 43. Question number 43. Operation of finishing a drilled hole to its right size is known as. So again we have seen this question. So the correct answer is A, reaming. Reaming we have already seen. Reaming is basically there is already drilled hole, right, and we insert a tool here so that this surface gets finished, surface finish. That's why it is reaming. Question number 44. Which one of the following primary purpose do the flutes on the twist drill serve? So the primary purpose is they curl the chips for easy removal of the chips. This is important, remember. So primary purpose it is asking. Actually this is all the purpose of the twist drill. Like they provide additional cooling, they give better aerodynamic design for material cutting, they reduce friction on cutting edge, etc, etc. But the primary purpose of the twist drill is they curl the chips for the easy removal of the chip. Remember this. Now which of the following tool material has highest cutting speed? So for highest cutting speed we have tool steel. Tool steel has highest cutting speed, right? Now the next question, 46. Which of the following machine does not require quick return mechanism? And the correct answer is broaching. So as we have seen in broaching earlier, also we have seen this question. It's the same question. In broaching the material removal takes place in one stroke, which is a lot of material removal takes place. But in shaper, slaughter or planer, the material removal takes place is very low. So there is a requirement of quick return mechanism. So for broaching there is no requirement of quick return mechanism. So our correct answer is broaching. The best all-round coolant for carbide tool. The best all-round coolant for carbide tool. So it is soluble oil in plants. Answer A. So soluble oil used for carbide tool, kerosene is used for aluminum, brass, bronze, compressed air is used for cast iron, turpentine oil is used for copper or brass. So the best all-round coolant for carbide tool is soluble oil in plants. So the next question, in electrode discharge machining process the workpiece and the electrode are submerged in. So now this is electrode discharge machining, right? So the correct answer is dielectric fluid. In dielectric fluid, right, this is a dielectric fluid. In this workpiece and electrode both are submerged, so that there is connection between positive and negative terminals, and electric current will flow through this process. Now the next question, the functioning of cutting oil. The functioning of cutting oil is for, the correct answer is option D, all of the above. The cooling oil basically provides cooling action, lubrication and help remove chips also. So the correct answer is D. For grinding operation, question number 50, for grinding operation in which heat generation must be kept minimum, the following bond of wheel must be used. So for grinding there are various bonding material for grinding wheel. So vitrified is also one type, shellac is silicate, also retinoid rubber is also one type of a bonding material. But for heat generation, to keep it minimum, we use silicate bond. Now question number 51, the grit side of abrasive used in grinding wheel is usually specified by. Now the grit side is specified by mesh number. Now the next question, which abrasive particle would you choose for grinding tungsten carbide tool inserts? So these are all factual question, guys. So the correct answer is diamond, right? Which of the following particle would you choose for silicon? Now the next question, the single point thread cutting tool should ideally have. Single point cutting tool should ideally have a positive rake angle, right? Because in positive rake angle you don't have high heat generation, or you don't have high wear. So that is very feasible process. That's why we have positive rake angle. Now the next question, the grinding wheel is considered better if the grinding ratio is. Correct answer is maximum. The grinding wheel is considered better if the grinding ratio is maximum. Grinding ratio is defined as the volume of a material removed per unit volume of the wheel wear. So higher the grinding ratio will be, the wheel life will be more. So the grinding wheel is considered better if the grinding ratio is maximum. The correct answer is A. Now the next question, question number 52. During the machining operation, the chips experience stresses, the chip experience strain. The value of stresses and strains are always calculated for condition at normal plane. The chips experience stresses and strain. And the correct answer for this question is the chip experience strain, right? In machining operation, the chip experiences strain. Basically, strain is change in dimension to the original dimension, right? Change in dimension to the original dimension. So chip experiences strain. Now the question number 56. Ball bearing are produced by using. So ball bearing are basically nickel plated, right? Option is C. Now the next question, 57. Which of the following statement is true? Crater wear is predominant in ceramic tools. Crater wear is predominant in ceramic tools. Crater wear is predominant in carbon tool steel. Crater wear is predominant in tungsten carbide tools. Crater wear is predominant in high speed steel. So the correct answer is crater wear is predominant in tungsten carbide tools. Basically, crater wear occurs mainly due to temperature. High carbon steel withstands least temperature, that is 250 degrees Celsius. 250 degrees Celsius is too low for diffusion. High carbon steel will withstand 600 degrees Celsius. It is also a low for diffusion. While tungsten carbide tool contains cobalt as a blinder, which can diffuse as temperature is 800 to 900 degrees Celsius. Ceramics are carbide or oxides of metal and it will not diffuse. So here the correct answer is C. Crater wear is predominant in tungsten carbide tools. This is true statement. Now the 58, question number 58. The process of enlarging a hole is known as. This is an important question. It is known as boring. Boring operation. As we have seen earlier, this is a boring operation like this. So this is the tool which is used for boring, right? This is a workpiece. So the boring tool is used to enlarge the existing hole. Now the next question, 59. If alpha is the rake angle of the cutting tool, phi is the shear angle, v is the cutting velocity, then the velocity of the chip sliding along the shear plane is given by. Now guys, this is totally formula based question, so if you remember the formula you can easily do this question. So the answer is D, that is v cos alpha upon cos phi minus alpha. So I am not going to derive this equation because it is directly given in the books, but you have to remember the chip sliding along the shear plane is given by v cos alpha upon cos phi minus alpha. Now the question number 60. The tool life of the tool is said to be over if the tool has failed, poor surface finish is obtained, sudden increase in the power and cutting forces takes place, and chatter appears in the machining, overheating and fuming due to friction occurs in addition to dimensional instability, and the last option is all options are correct. The correct answer is D, all options are correct. Next question. The cutting speed is equal to. The cutting speed is equal to, option is A, pi dn by 1000. It is in meter per minute. That's why it is pi dn by 1000. Now the next question. When the file is pushed and pulled across the work, it is called as. Correct answer is draw filing. Not straight filing, not push filing. It is draw filing. When pushed and pulled across the work. Right. Now the next question is, the main function of a cutting fluid is. So to provide lubrication, to cool the tool and the workpiece, to provide lubrication and wash away the chips. So the correct answer is D, all of the above. These all are the function of the cutting fluid. Now question number 6. The average frequency of sparks in electro discharge machining is. So guys, this is very factual question. It doesn't require a lot of concept. So the correct answer is, the average frequency of spark in electro discharge machining is 1000 sparks per second. Right. Now the 65 question. An accurate lathe in India is identified as. This is precision 1. Precision 1 is the accurate lathe in India. Now 66. What is burr? So basically burr is a sharp edge remaining on the metal after cutting, stamping and machining. So as you can see here, this is burr. Burr produced when the tool cut the material. Now the next question. Which bond is commonly used in grinding wheel? So the correct answer is A, vitrified bond. Vitrified bond is commonly used in grinding wheel. And for heat resistance and wear resistant, the silicate bond is used, right? 68. Boring can be performed by. Boring can be performed by boring machine, lathe and milling machine as well. So the correct answer will be D. Right. You have to read all the options. Question number 69. So this is what the boring tool looks like. It is used for enlarging the internal hole, right? So the next question, the amount of stock which can be removed by honing is. The correct answer is D, 0.0 mm. This is also a very factual question. The amount of stock can be removed by honing is 0.05 mm. Now this is question number 70. Important precaution in filing is question number 70. The correct answer is clean the file frequently. The answer is B. Now, surface finish produced by electrochemical grinding on tungsten carbide can be expected to be of order of 71 question. Answer is 0.4 to 0.8 surface finish. This is the order of the surface finish by electrochemical grinding on tungsten carbide, 0.4 to 0.8 micron. Now 72. The commonly employed cutting fluid for turning and milling operation on alloy steel is. The answer is sulfurized mineral oil. This is the commonly employed cutting fluid for turning and milling operation on alloy steel, sulfurized mineral oil. Now the last question for this part. In electro discharge machining, the erosion of metal is achieved. So by inducing high voltage current in workpiece. So no. By inducing low voltage current in workpiece. This is also wrong. By rapidly recurring the spark discharge impinging against the surface of the workpiece. So this is correct answer. So, and the last option, the bypassing electrolytic solution between the workpiece. This is also wrong. So the correct answer is by rapidly recurring spark discharge impinging against the surface of the workpiece. This is the correct answer. So thank you guys for listening and all the best.